All right, so I have definitely decided that Candace Owens and what she's doing with her main hombre, Andrew Tate, is worth covering. I'd like to make this a starting point because I'm going to be doing a couple of other videos with appropriate clips. One specifically that's at least a half hour long, where I do at least adequate coverage of what the situation is. Now, I know Candace Owens, excuse me, has been touted as a massive champion of free speech. She has, unlike most people on, I guess, her party side, has strongly advocated for the Palestinian side and is more so anti-Semitic or anti-Israel, hopefully maybe just anti-Zionist. But something very, very interesting is happening in the world, and I think it would be just absolutely valuable to cover it on every platform that I possibly can. So expect to hear this perhaps at Stuck at Night or one of my next proper, composed at the computer live streams. Candace Owens is married to a royal aristocrat from the UK, one of those connected elite folks, and he has been buddy buddy with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a fellow that's very, very, I guess, if you're red pilled, quote unquote, easy to like, especially if you like to hear things like, you're a man and you can do what you want and you can dictate and demand what the woman or girl does or says. And, you essentially run them. They have no freedoms. Andrew Tate has built his career off of starting on just using cams and OnlyFans and things of that nature to get his popularity and his money. His money has been massively accumulated by conducting OnlyFans outside of the United States, where the laws are not quite as strict, hence Romania. Andrew Tate right now is in extreme hot water. The man is now being vehemently pursued because now there is evidence, regardless of the witness or victim at hand, trying to defend herself. For this is the rough stuff that you can't really articulate on YouTube because they look out for these words. He's an advocate of not abiding by the United States of America when it comes to our rules of the age of consent. He has been busted on having relations with a 15-year-old. He has also been on video um, using a belt to harm a 15-year-old. This is how he would manage his dynasty of OnlyFans girls, women, if you can call them that, keeping them in check with fear and with beatings and with psychological manipulation. He and his brother. What is fascinating is the connection between Candace Owens, who is out there on the cross being a martyr. Candace Owens is doing everything in her power. She's dealing with a lot. She's been demonetized. She's trying to get her voice, find her platform. She's got no shortage of fans that want to hear from her. But the things that she will not budge on, very pro Palestine and extremely pro Andrew Tate. She'll never call Andrew Tate out on anything. And now he's facing some serious charges. uh, Andrew Tate is an individual who has convinced a generation of men that they can pretty much just act like cavemen and take what they want from any woman or girl. And now, when he was in Romania, it's being revealed that, well, he was applying that practice over there quite literally. And the connection between Candace Owens' husband and Andrew Tate is troublesome. "Quote unquote," Andrew Tate said, "The reason why I am so protected," this is a rough quote, "so protected, or the reason why I have so many friends is the same reason that so many people were friends with Epstein, because I have dirt on everybody." Put that into context. Bear in mind, Candace Owens, somebody who it took me a while to respect her and listen to her, and I started to enjoy her content and everything she had to say. But she is in fact becoming a mainstream mouthpiece on social media platforms such as YouTube to protect the Tate brothers. Why? Because if they get busted for all the heinous acts that they have committed, it's gonna absolutely connect to her husband, who is also publicly gone on the BBC, not the fun one, but the official one, and defended, or at least talked about, how wonderful the Tate brothers are. Andrew Tate started as a pimp. Andrew Tate may have started this new wave, red pill, whatever. I'm an incel, but I'm stronger and I'm an alpha male movement. But he cannot escape his past, nor his present, nor his mindset, because the man. We have to face it. If it doesn't matter if people on the right side think he is some sort of champion, he believes in the Islamic stance that girls of the age of, oh, this is rough stuff for YouTube, underage girls, 15 and lower, are adequate to be used by a man at the age of 30. And that the age of 30 is when a man can choose to do whatever they want. What I hope comes out of this, and I'm going to share a link to a video that's very eye-opening. There's so much going on. This has been a build-up, and it's not that I want to see anybody canceled. It's just when it comes to this thing, this grotesque subject, I don't care if you're left, right, middle, whatever, on the frickin' moon. You need to be you need to be held accountable for the things that you advocate publicly, the things that you get donated to say, or whatever constituency of yours that love hearing your voice about it. And yes, that just so happens to include. I'm not going to lump everyone in. I'm not going to generalize or broad statement, but people that are some of the people that are Muslim that want to see some of the practices from their religion from their countries practice here. Andrew Tate is essentially trying to drag that and make that a main subject to be discussed and haggled over here stateside. So the charges are hitting him heavy now. And he's got more people coming out with evidence, transcripts that are so disturbing that the sources were not willing to read them aloud, but they're available. So to anybody perchance that listens to Andrew Tate or the Tate brothers or Candace Owens, please bear in mind, all right, even though Candace Owens has been a champion of going after child predators and all the disgusting human beings of that ilk, she is protecting one time and time again, almost to the point where you would look at her, if you could, if you were in the same room, and say, "Woman, you are delusional." Andrew Tate is not a hero. He is no Jordan Peterson. He is an evil ex-pimp. None of these things happened 10 years ago. They happened 2 to 3 years ago, where he had relations with 12 to 15-year-old, need I even finish the sentence? Children, okay? Girls. Andrew Tate is not a champion. And it would be a fantastic thing to see someone like that who grew such a platform and that walks around telling everybody that his shit don't stink and that he's better than us, maybe gets his just desserts. Someone who deserves it, unlike Donald Trump with the witch hunt. Sorry, couldn't avoid it. So that's my little rant. I did watch a video that I'm going to share in the very near future. Please bear in mind, Andrew Tate, he is not your friend, sorry. He's not your friend, he's not your buddy, he's not your ally. He's not advocating for anything that is good. He is a part of legitimate evil. Screw Andrew Tate. And, by proxy, Candace Owens and her little aristocratic husband. Good night for now. We'll see what happens in the near future.